Scientists are frantically copying climate data, fearing that it might be deleted or made to disappear under President Donald Trump. They are so afraid, are these scientists, that decades of data that they've been working on could be eliminated under a Donald Trump administration, that they've established independent servers where they can copy off tons of government data to try to protect it from potential political interference. This includes an effort of guerrilla archiving in Toronto. This includes meetings at the University of Pennsylvania to figure out how to download as much federal data as possible. This includes scientists and database experts that are collaborating to figure out how to create a sort of safe harbor for scientific information. And why is this happening? Well, it's happening because President-elect Donald Trump has nominated this ever-growing list of cabinet members who have questioned the scientific consensus on global warming. The transition team at the Department of Energy has demanded the names of agency officials who were involved in international climate talks to work on what we know to be the scientific basis for Obama administration regulations of carbon emissions. They want names, Pat, and I understand the fear.
Yeah, I don't think they're being paranoid at all. If you look at Trump's position on climate change and his more authoritarian tendencies, like cracking down on a free flow of information.
One Trump advisor suggested that NASA should not be allowed to conduct climate research anymore because it's become too political. And of course, Trump himself has called human-caused climate change a hoax perpetrated by the Chinese for the benefit of the Chinese economy. And Pat said he doesn't think it's paranoia. Is it paranoia or preparedness? The scientists involved are saying, no, this is preparedness. This is one of the major issues of our time, climate change and what we're doing to our planet. And according to a Sierra Club report, when Trump assumes the presidency on January 20th, he will be the only head of state in the world to deny what we know as mainstream consensus climate science. And that includes Kim Jong-un of North Korea. North Korea is more science-based than Trump on the issue of climate change.
And look at the wide coalition of world leaders who got together to sign the Paris Climate Accord. And now Trump has even threatened to pull out of that.
There's precedent for the fear that scientists have, though, because Stephen Harper did something similar in Canada, where he attempted to silence climate scientists. And in a few cases, some data sets were taken offline altogether. And forget for a second about the issue of climate change specifically. If we ever have a president deleting data from research that doesn't agree with the position of their administration, we've got far bigger problems on our hands. And, what if they appoint cabinet members ideologically opposed to the departments that they head? That would be really bad also. Oh, wait a second. Rick Perry to the Department of Energy, who doesn't think that we should have a Department of Energy. Scott Pruitt to the Environmental Protection Agency, a guy whose career has been based on the opposite of protecting the environment. That's a big problem. We are really, really in for it. I've talked about how people of all ages, but particularly millennials, are owning cars less and participating more in the sharing economy. And one of the more popular options is Zipcar, which gets you a car when you want it, when you need it. They offer all sorts of cars, SUVs, hybrids, whatever you need. It includes insurance and it includes gas. You just pay for the time that you actually use the car. And you can reserve the car online from your smartphone over the phone. Then you unlock it with your Zip card. Each car share member reduces their personal CO2 emissions by between 1,100 and 1,600 pounds per year. For our audience, Zipcar is offering $25 of free driving credit if you sign up at joinzipcar.com/David. Support our show, reduce your carbon emissions and your spending on cars. Sign up at joinzipcar.com/David.